Hi Swelltails. I thought that you might like to know how I made Miss Metacarpal for morning meeting today. So I'm going to show you the materials that I used and show you how I did it so that if you want to, you can make it at home. So the first thing that I did is I took some Googly Eyes. They're sticky on the back, so they're like stickers. You just pull the back off and then you can stick them to anything. And they're actually pretty sticky. And so I just took two Googly Eyes and I stuck them on my hands. So I stuck one so whenever you close your hand, your fingers go under and then your thumb goes, so it's like this. And so I just stuck one right here on the palm, on the side of my hand, and then I stuck one on my pointer finger right here by my knuckle. And so then that makes the eyes. And so that's most of the face, but I also drew some lipstick on. I used a red washable marker. I didn't use a permanent marker. I used a washable marker because I knew that I would want it to wash off. So if you do decide to make a hand puppet at home, you could use maybe some washable marker if you ask your parents. And I just drew right here on my thumb and then on my hand, so it looked like her mouth when I moved my fingers. It's mostly washed off because I've been washing my hands a lot. And then for the hair, I made a little wig out of yarn. So for this, I just cut a bunch of yarn about the same length, and then I used tape, so I taped it together on both sides like a sandwich. And then I cut little pieces of yarn and I used glue to make the bangs. And then when I stuck it to my hand, I stuck some sticky tape on it and I just stuck it right on top like that, and that makes hair. You could use, if you wanted to make this at home, you don't have to use yarn. You can use just little pieces of string. You could use construction paper. You could use, there's all sorts of things that you could use for hair. But I had this really cool yarn at school that looked like hair, so I used this. And then for the body, I traced a body on some brown tan paper, and then I cut it out, so I did arms and legs. And then when I was done tracing it, I made some clothes. So I put the body on top of some just construction paper, and then I traced a dress around her body, and then I cut that out and just glued it on to the body. And I did the same. I made some shoes too, and then I just used some little jewels that we had at school to make a necklace. If you wanted to make a body, and this is tape that I used to stick to my stick to my hand. So if you wanted to make clothes and a body, you could do that with construction paper. I'm gonna stick some brown and then some other color construction paper in your bags today. So whenever you're able to get your care package, this will be in there for you. And I'm gonna stick some sticky googly eyes in there. I don't have any extra yarn that I can send, but you can make hair out of anything at home. You don't even have to do hair. You could do a hat or no hair at all. Maybe your hand puppet doesn't even have hair. Or you could just do the googly eyes. It makes a pretty good face, I think. So, so that's how I made my hand puppet. This is Metacarpal. And if you want to, you can make one at home. Bye!